Hey, Big Rich back again with another beer video from my Geek Cave. This time around, I've got a craft brew from a company in Williamsburg, Virginia. My wife and I went on vacation last week, uh, and we did some tours of some wineries down there for her because she likes wine. I'm more the beer guy, but there was only one brewery that I could actually get to. So I went to AleWerks in Williamsburg, Virginia. Small company, maybe about, I think they said like 14, 15 people. And they have a tap room, and which is right next to the brewery, of course. And they do their sales out of there for shirts and that. My father-in-law got me this shirt a couple years back. That's how I found out about these guys. And they've got their own shirts there. You can buy, of course, their beers and growlers and six packs and cases and that kind of stuff. T-shirts, hats, the whole nine yards. And their brewery is very small. It's basically right next door to their tap room. They're in a small industrial park just outside the city proper. And I mean, there's like just they got the huge fermentation vats. There's only a few of them. It's like, yeah, I mean, like I said before, 14, 15 people. And it's not very big compared to, like, say, the FX Matt Brewery in Utica over on Varick Street, where they brew, Saranac and Lake Placid and a couple other, Brooklyn and a few other types of beers. But these guys at AleWerks, they do some craft beers. And I had their website up. And they have some really good, some really good stuff. Brought home some of their white ale, which is kind of like a shock top Belgian white. And the beer that I'm going to be tasting is one that my wife, who's not a big beer fan, actually liked. This is called SpringHouse Saison. It's I got it in a nice growler here, nice AleWerks growler, 64 ounces. Already popped it. Because my wife and I actually we celebrated our 1 year wedding anniversary. We've been together 8, but we toasted our 1 year wedding anniversary with the SpringHouse Saison, and it's a really good beer. I've tried it already, but what I'm going to do is normally I drink it, beers that I haven't tasted. At least that's the plan that I want to do. But this one was really good, so now I wanted to share it. So I'm going to pop open the growler now. I'm going to put it right next to the mic so you can hear it. See if I can do this without spewing beer all over the joint. Woo! Ooh! Oh! Oh, this is beauty. I got my AleWerks glass. I don't know how well you can see that in the light or whatever. It's kind of I wish they had them in white. That's all right. Doesn't matter. And here, I'm going to set this down here. Hopefully not spill anything, but I'm going to pour out some beer in here. Oh no, I spilled a little on the tabletop. What do I do? Look it up. All right. Now, this is my first beer tonight. So as you can see here, I'm holding up in the light. Ooh, yeah. This is got a nice color to it. It's not like, it's got a little bit more golden color to it, and I like that. Oh, yeah. It's got a nice. They said it's a nice light beer. Corbin, who is the guy that did our tour, he's the guy I believe on the left of the photo you're seeing right now. The other guy, I think his name was Mike. I can't be 100% sure, but Corbin was the guy that. He's the one in the red and white shirt there with the hat. He's the one that did our tour. And he basically gave us a big rundown of the history of beer and talking about, basically how it's brewed and all that, how craft brewing and microbrewery brewing and home brewing and all that are related. And I got to say, this, these guys know what they're doing. This beer is an excellent beer. So let me give it a quick taste here. It's kind of hard to. Oh man, it's hard to put in words what it tastes. I mean, I'm sure Corbin. I'm not. I mean, I'm not a beer snob or anything like that. I just love the stuff, but I'm sure Corbin could tell you a lot more about this. And I mean, the thing is, with the growlers, they're good when you put this kind of beer in a growler. It's good for like about 4 weeks or so. Once you pop it, you gotta drink it in like a week, otherwise it's gonna go bad. It's gonna lose flavor, that kind of thing. I'm gonna put the top back. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave that off because I may have a second glass. Yeah, this is only opened a couple days ago, and I had a glass last night as well. But this stuff. The only shame is you can't get it up here in New York. Blah. They're in Williamsburg, and they said they get up by Philadelphia and that. So most of the state of Virginia. So I'm hoping that somebody in this area of Albany, sees this video and decides to take a chance on these guys, because it's good beer. It's got a nice, it's got a nice refreshing taste to it. It's a good summer beer, and last couple days have been like in the 70s. So good, I'm thinking down the line, this is, I would say the closest, if you've ever tried a more nationally known beer, would be like Sam Adams Summer Ale. It's pretty close to it. I don't think the Summer Ale, though, has as much golden color like this, though. Oh, wow, it's so good. That is so good. So, this is SpringHouse Saison from AleWerks Brewing Company in Williamsburg, Virginia. I would say check out their website. They're on Twitter, and they're on Facebook as well. I believe the URL. I believe it's aleworksbrewing.com. I'll put it on the video here below. You should be able to see it right now. So you can check out their website, see what they got, that kind of thing. And if you're in the Williamsburg area, definitely take the tour of their brewery. It's short. It's not very long. It's not that expensive either. But, when we walked in, they set us up with a pint. I got to try some beer. My wife actually tried it, and she liked it. So, it was really great. And Corbin was a great tour guide. He's a character guy, kind of guy that I call him characters. And he definitely, he made the brewery tour very fun and very informative with the history of beer. So, definitely go check out AleWerks. Check out their beer if you're in Virginia. And, visit their website. Ooh, this is very good. Ooh. Oh, yeah, Big Rich is getting drunk tonight. This is really good. Gotta have some more. So. Oh, and a quick bit about XJock. New podcast on the way. Me and BJ are going to be doing a Geek podcast. Geek-themed podcast. This is going to be one of our sub-podcasts. So be on the lookout for that. And I'm sure BJ and Monty are getting ready to do a sports one at some point because, I'm not a sports guy. Oh, no, I spilled a little more. Oh, that's okay. I'll just look it up. All right. Oh, yeah. So be on the lookout for that. And make sure you follow us on Twitter and Facebook, as well as listen for our podcasts. You can find it on Stitcher, TuneIn, as well as Podcastpedia, and on the iTunes podcast directory. So you can subscribe in all those cool places and go to our website to subscribe to our feed so you can see what's coming up on your mobile device as well. And also get the URL so you can plug it right into any other third-party podcast catcher that you want to use. Oh, boy, this is good. Time for me to get drunk. Okay. Bye-bye.